Hello, my name is Ethan, and welcome back to another episode of Path of Exile Scourge League 3.16. In this episode, I'm going to be going over my Endless Delve build run. We made it to 858 delve depth in the Endless Delve SSF event. I want to go over my build, all my stuff, all my choices, all the things we did, and stay till the end for a special secret tip on how I was going to upgrade the build and become unkillable. But I only figured it out after, and I'm really proud of my run, and I hope you guys enjoy this video going over our build and everything. If you guys do enjoy the video, hey, hit that like button. Let's hit 100 likes. Thank you guys so much for the support. So this build is a zombie build with Mon'tregruls grass. We half the number of zombies we have, and our zombies were our carries. Most of our clear came from the zombie explosions and the dynamite. So, to be honest, we only have 600,000 damage, and that's with like a 25 zombie, this plus 2 chestplate, all this shit, having 5 zombies. We had about 600,000, and so the explosions were actually carrying us, and dynamite was carrying us. Dynamite's doing more damage than I am. But either way, zombies, and then the zombie link, 21 zombie, 2023 minion damage, 2023 ruthless, 2020 multi-strike, 2020 melee phys, and then a 1920 predator. I was leveling this up. Predator support's kind of cool because you can use it to target bosses, and in delving, a lot of the nodes and encounters are boss nodes, so you just target the exact monster you want, or boss, and then it helps. This is better than, like, aggressive doesn't even do this. Nothing else does this in the game. This is actually really useful for delving, for targeting bosses when there's so many monsters around. Really helps focus your minions. And it was actually more damage than using full damage on full life. Yep. That's my zombie setup. For Spectres, I was using 3 Theaf tools and a Scale of Esh. 21 Spectre in the helmet with a +2 minion life helmet. This I rolled with pristine fossils. It would be a 1 in 400 with pristine, but honestly, you should use bound fossils, and it's slightly easier. So bound to hit +2 and minion life, or +3. I didn't have an 86 in this example because it's SSF Endless Delve. So I got a +2 minion life for my Spectre, got it to 25, got 4 Spectres, 3 Theaf tools, and a Scale of Esh. I didn't bring the Ancient Wraith deeper because it was squishy. 20 carry-on golem, I never got the 21. 21 Animate Guardian. The Animate Guardian was a Kingmaker, and then just a vulnerability curse on hit glove, and the rest was just res cap, life, and defenses, basically. So then we had Feeding Frenzy support to buff him up to make him aggressive and to get me the Feeding Frenzy buff, which is more damage and attack speed and move speed. So then my auras in this build, I was able to fit 5 auras, were Vitality, Determination, Grace, Defiance Banner, Purity of Elements. So we're actually immune to elemental ailments. We have 17,000 armor, 8,000 evasion, and 564 regen. It's pretty sick. Immune to ailments was nice through the Purity of Elements, and even our minions get it. All this evasion and armor is sick, and the regen. No damage from our auras. And then Desecrate Flesh Offering, I had a 2120 Flesh Offering, and then Vitality 2120, a Determination 2023, and a Defiance Banner 2120. Then here we have Phase Run, Molten Shell, Val Molten Shell, Efficacy Support, and Increased Duration. This was only a 3.92 duration of the buff, so it's 0.08 of the time it's missing the phasing, it felt really bad. But I didn't have any choice. I didn't have any option other than like taking Mistress of Sacrifice. I already took the extra skill effect duration here. I'd have to take Mistress of Sacrifice, and maybe if I went Bone Offering. But honestly, the reason that I stopped pushing at 858 is because my Animate Guardian died at 95,000 life at a Haunted Remains and it was poison immune. It had a boot with cannot be poisoned, and this node killed it. Monster damage, deal extra phys as fire, that's it. Yep. I then took my zombies all the way to 100,000 life, and they still died. Or 90,000 life, and they still died. And then 100,000 they lived. And I was like, what the heck? So then, those are my auras. I was able to fit Val Skelly, Melee Splash, Maim in the build, and it works off a cast when stunned, so we can also still Val Skelly. Cast when stunned summons the normal ones. I summon the Val Skelly. And then the shield, vitality, determination, defiance banner. If we used a shield with reducing the reserve of these, that would be pretty good for the mana reserve, I guess. Grace, and then frostbilling, so we could have put like big 50 mana auras into the shield, and then used a shaper shield. But my shield was so good. Like, this was so hard to beat. It was so defensive. It's so tanky. That reduced extra damage from crits was insanity. So those are all the gems. And now I wanted to go over the items. So I'll go over Mon'tregruls first. Mon'tregruls is sick. I built the build around it. The explosions carried me for my clear. I tried without it, and you have to manually kill every single monster. And so in this one, you kill one, and it explodes, and everything's taking massive fucking damage. You could definitely tell. And when you have a boss, and you're killing the monsters next to the boss, the explosions. And then I even tried for fun a fire version. So you use, like, fire penetration. And you can also use the damage on full life instead of some of these, so that the explosion does 34% more damage, and the explosion penetrates fire res instead of doing melee damage and ruthless melee damage, because these are just affecting melee. They don't affect the damage of the explosion, for example. You could scale the explosion, and it actually worked at 858 to increase my clear speed, and we didn't really have single target anyway. Like, our damage sucks besides it, so it was really insane. It was actually powerful. Yeah, so Mon'tregruls Grasp was like carrying me, and it actually increased the defenses of my zombies in this build. So for example, the zombie has 50,000. It's supposed to be 45. I don't know why it's higher. And then now it's 41 with the Convoking Wand, plus 2 with minion attack speed. So the Mon'tregruls is actually tankier for the zombies. It's squishier for the Spectre and Carrion Golem and AG, obviously, but that's really sick. And then I had the plus 2 minion life helmet to help keep these alive, because I was having minion survivability issues for pushing deeper. We got an extra zombie through the Elder Ami. I could have also went to Hunter Ami with plus 1 intelligence skill gems. And then we also got life and dex. This one was reduced crit, armor, life, cold res, phys damage reduction, really sick. Here's a plus 2, which is active skill gems and socketed intelligence gems. I was trying to get a plus 3 because I also have an empower, and I tried to corrupt the empower for an empower 4, and we got an empower 3. So there, I could have used an empower 4 in the chest play with a plus 1 strength and got an extra level, but it's fine. Plus 1. This is a plus 2. The dex doesn't do anything, and then physical damage taken from hits as lightning damage is a shaper mod. And then I have these rings, so life, cold, fire res, chaos res, unset ring. This one is life and attributes. It's really sick. Then I got a glove with life, and I crafted this with an essence. So essence of fears can be used on glove to get minion damage, kind of like crafting it on the crafting bench. And so I was actually able to hit 70 life, increased armor, dex, lightning res, with the minion damage. Okay, and then life, fire res, chaos res, strength, and the chaos res was from an essence, but it doesn't tell you for some reason. That's pretty weird. And then boot is life, move, speed, lightning res, cold res, int. Don't want the int, I slimed it with an exalted orb. I had some open mods somewhere, some places to slime an exalted orb. I had some mods open on my jewels too. Now to go over the jewels, I went for 2 important ghastly jewels. You could do it with 1, but it's really hard to craft. So life is damage blind, and then life taunt. Getting taunt and blind together is extremely hard, and you would pretty much need serrated fossils, and I was having some trouble farming them because I didn't want to farm the fractured walls for fossils. And then we had life, minion damage, minion attack speed. This was just a really good craft, so I kept it. It was the other best jewel I had for damage and life. And then this was my cluster jewel setup. So originally, some people may have noticed my build had this 11 passive minion damage, attack speed, and the effect. And then I was taking all these points, getting 12 minion damage and 2 attack speed. It's good. It's better than just taking a 16 minion damage, but I realized that, I dropped an 8 passive, and I realized I wanted to just take 5 points for 2 jewel sockets, and if I was going to do that, then this one's less good, because it's 11, and doing the same thing on an 8 isn't as good, because you would only take, as you can tell, you only take 3 points from your jewel, so it would be like 36 minion damage and 6 attack speed, or I can have Renewal, Feasting Fiends, and this 10%, so I get the 1% regen, which is better, the extra leech, which is better, the 10% life, which is better, because I actually need this stuff because of delving, and then we got the double damage, which is more damage than one of these nodes, and it's more damage than a 16%, and then we have the Feasting Fiend, still gets 10%, it's not bad, and then it's 5 points for 2 jewel sockets, it's insane, and I realized you could put Call to Slaughter on the outside, so I could craft this pretty easily. Renewal, Feasting, Call to Slaughter on the outside, and GG, 5 points. And then I got 2 mediums, 4 to 5, Dread March Renewal. I crafted them just chaos spamming. This one was just pristine fossils. And then this, this was alteration spam until you find uncompromising or sublime form. There is no purity of elements notable, so don't look for it. You can't reduce the mana of the purity of elements, which is why an All's Uprising purity of elements was like best in slot, and if somebody got that, it's completely fucking broken. So then 2 passive uncompromising, could have been 3, but I was able to have enough mana with just 2. So then uncompromising, 50% increased mana reservation efficiency of determination, and the 50% for sublime form on grace. Nice. Then we have, just while talking about the auras, the extra mana reserve here, 15% here, and the extra 25 for determination, and the extra 100% for vitality. And that's how I was able to fit everything. Oh, it's really sick. Nice. Those are all my jewels. I actually realized that I know where the extra defenses came from. Taking my minions up. I switched my stuff to try to show that my stuff was still dying at that node, even with as much swaps as possible. So this is what the build really was at. 4160 life, and then the minion survivability, 95k and 45k. My bad for having that one mess up of sacrifice still on the tree. We don't need sacrifice in this region anymore because of the renewal dread marches. Like this is 3 renewals, 3% regen, the extra leech, and the extra physical damage reduction. It's really sick. And I think like my AG got absolutely fucking destroyed. All my shit got melted, dude. And I'm telling you, they needed to be twice as tanky, and that still wasn't even good enough. That's insane. I don't understand why, because the Hunter Remains wasn't that hard. But then these are my flasks, and this is leading into my thing that would have improved the build a lot. So pretty much, these were my flasks, and at deep delving 858, with my setup with 600,000 damage, I don't get flash charges while I'm running to the encounter. So when I'm running to a new node, I get 2 uses of them, of each one, and that's it. It's pretty crazy. It helps me get to a node, so I'll explain something that I figured out with these flasks. So let me go through them first. First one is a ruby flask that gives you armor. So 21,000 with this, and then also less fire damage taken. It's really good for LE damage. Then evasion, go up to 10,000. The sapphire has move speed, so here I want to mention something. When I'm phase running and I'm at 71, and I'm running through a node that has extra projectiles or AoE or what was the other one? Cast speed or onslaught. Things that make the shriekers shoot faster, or the bats, or make the Turongs shoot more balls, extra projectiles, shoot faster, do more damage, whatever, LE pen, those kind of things, hit you more often, shoot faster. These things are really annoying. 71 move speed wasn't good enough. Chat, I'm gonna be honest, viewers, 10% move speed with the increased effect on this flask made it so I was safe. I could run past him without being hit. It was the difference. So literally, you see 71. So me being at 83 was the difference from 71. 71 run by, get hit, get fucked up. If I had this flask enabled, I'd live. Also, technically this flask also was less cold damage taken, and the shrieker was cold damage, and the ball was cold, I think. It might be fire, but either way, that this would help the shrieker cold damage, and some other cold damage during it. So if I was getting stacked out, not just getting hit by it, this was helping me for other aspects than just the move speed. Obviously, then this one with even more move speed, definitely I was safe. Yes, when I had this one up with 121 move speed, nothing was hitting me when I was running through the running to get to the next node. It's just that it wasn't staying up. Which I guess not being hit is kind of a problem for my next thing. But now I'm leading into where we're going with this, chat. Okay, so we figured out at the end that the guy who with my build who's beating me with my own build, he did this. He rolled gain charges when you're hit by an enemy. And this is going to be big for the gauntlet too. This is big in the game in general when you can tank the stuff and you don't dodge, you don't try to dodge, you don't try to, you know, not get hit. You get hit. Get your flasks up all the time, and can you be immortal with flasks up all the time like a mage blood? This mod, if you're getting hit, is like mage blood, because 7 charges when it only takes 20, for example, is disgusting. Little tiny hit, boom, big power. So I 100% agree. When I saw that, I wanted to do it myself. It is the difference. It's massive. I'm going to be doing it for the gauntlet probably. So the main priority on these flasks would be the gain charges when you're hit by an enemy if you're already ailment immune. Otherwise, you still start with ailment immunity. Then it becomes gain charges when you're hit if you have ailment immunity already through purity of elements or another source. And then you can combine the gain charges when you're hit by an enemy with increased armor, increased evasion, increased move speed, and reduced effective curses, etc., or increased LE res, whatever you get. But in the beginning, just the gaining charges is more powerful than in the increased armor, because you could get like a granite flask always up, or a jade flask always up, and a quartz flask always up. This is really powerful, especially early, and then it's just flat free bonus stats in your build always up, where sometimes if you build no damage, you can't rely on flasks, which, yeah, that this mod changes everything, basically. You can build no damage and have flasks. They're not reliant on kills. That's awesome! So that's why I said stay till the end for this extra bonus thing. This is one of the biggest takeaways from this season of how you would optimize flasks to be completely fucking broken, to be a lot tankier, and to be able to rely on flasks. A lot of people have already been doing this. I'm sure you guys have already been seeing it a lot this season. And I have just picked up on it too. I am full. I am ready. I get it. I understand. Be tanky enough to tank, and then you can utilize the flasks. Don't dodge. And I think in the gauntlet especially, extra projectiles, extra AoE, it's like a super hard delve node all the time. You're never gonna dodge that shit. You're gonna get hit. Therefore, those flasks gaining charges, having your flasks up, really impactful, really powerful. I'm gonna definitely be doing that if I make it to that point. Either way, thank you guys for watching. Thanks for hanging out. I hope you guys enjoyed my endless delve run. Rest in peace by Animate Guardian. Can we have some F's in the comment section below for my Animate Guardian, dude? That's my first Animate Guardian lost in like months. Months and months and months. Seasons, dude. Multiple seasons. That's my first Animate Guardian lost. And that's what I was gonna do. Just keep going till I lost him. I didn't expect to lose him to such a shit node. Like, come on, I do this one, I do, like, all these crazy fucking nodes, bro, and then look at this, extra proj, monster damage, crit multi, ailments, we got fucking onslaught area, bloodline, ailments, desecrated ground, dude, fuck, man, rest in peace. Either way, it was a good run. I had a great time. Looking forward to the gauntlet. Hope you guys are too. Next video up and coming. Stay tuned. A new gauntlet build. Hope you guys are looking forward to it. And I'll see you guys in the next episode. Have a great day, everyone. Bye.